Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? I am Lo-Fi Tarot and I am back with another timeless pick a card reading for you guys. I want to wish you a happy November beforehand. So I have been taking a rest for almost a week because I have been pushing those Halloween pick a cards quite hard, so I needed time to recuperate. But I am back now and I have a very special pick a card reading for you guys today, because this pick a card reading is based on or inspired by a song that has just been released by one of my favorite singers in the world and also a BTS member. He is Jin. So if you have been around for a while here, you know that I am an ARMY and that my bias is Jin. And I just want to tell you a little bit about the song that inspires this pick a card. So if you want to get directly to the reading, you can click on the timestamp down below in the description box. So this song is a gift from Jin to his fans, to BTS ARMY, and I think also to the members. It's some sort of a parting gift because he's going to enlist in the military to complete the mandatory military service. So he will be going at the end of this year or maybe early next year, and he will not be around for like maybe almost 2 years. So he contacted the band Coldplay's Chris Martin. Coldplay has collaborated with BTS before in a song called My Universe. So Jin is a great fan of Coldplay and Chris Martin, so he contacted Chris Martin and asked if he could ask for help to write a song for ARMY and also for the members. And so Chris Martin and Coldplay collaborate with him to write a song to be gifted to the fans. So they co-wrote the song together, and Chris and his son also provided background vocals. And this song is really about finding where you belong. So the title is The Astronaut, and in the music video, Jin is this alien from outer space, and he crash landed on Earth and he couldn't go back. So he found a human family on Earth who adopted him, I guess, or is the human family his neighbor? I'm not sure, but he found this human family and he developed this bond with the little girl, the daughter of the family. And it was funny because Jin is supposed to be an alien, so in the music video he was like expressionless most of the time, because aliens don't show the same emotion or don't feel emotion like humans do. But this little girl always asked him to play with her, asked him to help her learn to ride a bike, and taught him human habits like how to take a Polaroid photograph, and also play with him and pinch his cheeks and everything. And Jin remained expressionless like most of those times. But when his spaceship was fixed and he was able to go home, he realized that actually being with the little girl and her family is his true home, because there he found love. He found love in the little girl, how the little girl adore him and always have him in her heart, and always try to involve him in every activity she does. So Jin feels this strange feeling, and when the spaceship take off, he turns around and go back to the town, hike a ride to go back to his real home, which is with this little girl and her family. So it's it's a very emotional, very profound message. And I'm telling you all this because this is really in connection with what we are going to talk about, which is, where do you really belong? Where is the place that your heart and your soul can call home? Where you feel most loved and supported, and where you feel most comfortable being yourself. So this is why I got inspired by the music video, because the music video talk about the sense of belonging. I guess that's what I have to say about the song that inspires this topic. And I'm playing the instrumental version of it now by James Wong. You can find this on YouTube. So yeah, it's a very emotional, very profound song message. I'm going to link the music video down below, and also the link to the Spotify link to the song, so that you can listen to it and watch the video, because yeah, it's very closely related to what we are going to talk about today. Okay, so we have 3 piles here as usual. This is pile number 1, 2, and 3. And I want you to try to trust your intuition first, to pick the pile that you feel most drawn to without any object. So you can pause the video if you want, and you can also pick more than 1 pile. So if you still need some objects to help you choose the piles, I do have some Jin photo cards here. So these are all old photo cards, because I haven't purchased the Astronauts album with the stickers and the photo cards, because I don't think we first shipped to my country. And also if I purchase the album from overseas, the shipping cost is very expensive. I cannot afford it. And also the postal service here, the public postal service, isn't very good. Sometimes things get lost in the way, so I have to wait for the album to be available locally to buy. So yeah, let's just use these old photo cards. So this is for pile number 1, this is for pile number 2, and this is for pile number 3. So choose your Jin and the timestamp as usual will be in the description box below and the comment section. And I will start with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1. So if you are drawn to the first pile or this photo card of Jin right here, because today's speaker card reading is based on or inspired by the debut single of BTS member Jin, we are going to find out, where do you really belong in this world? Where is the community or a play or the place where you feel most at home, and where you feel like you can be yourself and not putting a mask and still feeling supported and loved, and where you can realize your greatest potential? So if you skip the intro, the song on which this speaker reading was based is about an astronaut who travels in outer space, traveling from one planet to another to probably look for something that is missing in their life, something that will make them feel fulfilled, something that probably will fill the void within them. And in the music video, they unexpectedly found that their home was on Earth, the planet that they crash landed on. And when the time came for him to return home, he realized that Earth was his true home. So where is your Earth? Where is your home planet? Let's take a look, okay? Alright, so for your first card, we have the Champion. For your second card, we have the Messenger. Okay, I've started to see something here. Your second card is Healing. And I also pulled an extra card from this deck for you guys, because I wasn't sure when I got this Healing card. So I shuffle one more time and I got the Peace card. So this oracle card will talk about how you can find this place, how you can find the place that you feel most at home in. So we are going to take a look at this card after this reading, okay, at the end of this reading. So the overall vibe that I get from all these cards is that you crave for a life or a place where you can do things at your own pace, where you feel peaceful. So actually for this pile, you are not looking for happiness, you are looking for peace. You are looking for a place where your heart feels calm, light, and overall very peaceful. So for those of you in this group, maybe you have had, or maybe you are currently going through or living in a situation where there is a lot of chaos, where people only think about themselves, and you have to be constantly on alert. You have to defend yourself, you gotta be selfish, you have to put up walls and boundaries so that people will not use you. And maybe the place where you live now is a place where the life is fast paced and everybody focus on how to become the best, how to earn the most money, and everybody is so goal driven, so career driven, and they forget their heart, their soul. They forget precious relationship between humans, between individuals. And this may be a place where there is lack of connection and most people are very individualistic. And maybe you have been burned several times. Maybe this is the place that you have been living in most of your life, and maybe you have tried to form friendship or partnership with your peers, with people around you, with people your age, maybe in your school, maybe early in life, maybe during college, or maybe when you enter the workplace. But you feel like you are always the odd one out. It's like people don't understand you, people operate in a different frequency than you. You feel alienated, and you may have trust some people, and you give your heart to them because maybe they, at one point, they seem to understand you, but these people also drift away. And the closer you got to them, the more they saw your true nature, the farther they move from you. So you may be feeling like there is something wrong with me, and you are tired of living this way. You are tired of always having to be on edge, and you are tired to always feel like you have to be on your guard all the time. And so this gives me a very Six of Swords vibe in tarot. You just want to live in a place where maybe there are not many people, like a less crowded place, maybe in the suburb, or maybe in a small city, or maybe in a country that is like New Zealand, for example, where the population is not that many, and you can connect with nature. Because in this healing card there seems to be a vibe of connecting with the source, connecting with nature, especially since this girl is holding a green candle, and the green color represents heart chakra. So where you can be in touch with who you truly are, and with the source, and with your soul purpose, without everyone else around you judging you and making you feel like you cannot be yourself, making you feel like you cannot be yourself, and you have to always cover up who you truly are. So you are seeking for a place where you can heal yourself, and where for the first time you can feel like you can breathe, because I get the feeling that you have been feeling suffocated in a place you are probably in right now. You feel suffocated because people expect so much from you, and it's not who you truly are. Maybe what at one point you think the same as these people, you thought the same as these people. You have to go to work, you have to earn money, you have to be successful, da 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 da, and you are tired, and you suddenly feel, maybe you start to have this awakening, and you just realize that I just want peace. I just want to be left alone. So maybe you are looking for a place where you can be a lone wolf, and where you can connect with people, but not being too close with them. And with this polar bear here, I just want to mention that um, in the last pick a card reading that I did, I think it's for Halloween. I forgot which pick a card, but pile number 1 in that pick a card reading also got this card. So I will link down below after I found out which pick a card it is, so that you can go back to that message if you also selected pile number 1 in that pick a card reading. So there may be a repeating message here. So this champion card is let me talk about the literal meaning first. Okay, so we have this girl all bundled up, and we have a polar bear. So if you always want to live in a certain country or a certain place where the weather is probably colder than in the country you live in right now. So perhaps now you are, say you probably live in Malaysia or Singapore, a tropical country, and a very urban community, and the heat and the crowd and the people and all the face-based lifestyle is tiring you. You are looking for a place where you can have a slower lifestyle, and a place where you can connect with nature, with animals, and also where the weather is a bit colder, a place that has winter and snowy winter, so a place that is very Christmassy. I get this feeling of what's the movie? Not Frozen, but God, not. Oh, I forgot the movie. It's a movie that one of the main character is Jack Frost. I forgot what movie it is. So you may be wanting to live in a place like that, that feels like the North Pole, you know, maybe in Iceland, in New Zealand, Alaska, Antarctica, even maybe. And I think you also connect more with animals than with people, because animals, um, they I mean, like pets, dogs, cats, they give you unconditional love. They don't care who you are or who you must be. They just love you as you are. And so yeah, it's like a place like New Zealand will be ideal for you because of the slower lifestyle, and maybe people are not so goal driven, not so ambitious, less egoistic. At least that's how I picture it. And yeah, with this nature here, if not a cold place, like, yeah, I also get this picture in my mind of you bundling up. And this pile number 1 also applies to me, actually. I always love looking at Christmas card and seeing how comfy it is, you know, bundling up in your home with beside the fireplace, with a good book in your lap, and with a hot chocolate mug in your hand, and you just sip the chocolate and look at the snow outside and just reading, and you have your pets, your cats, your dogs lying there accompanying you. It's that kind of vibe. You want that kind of comfy, cozy life, just like this polar bear. Yeah, the polar bear is like a gentle giant, so you want that kind of company, you want that kind of community, you want to be with people who probably are people who are like older maybe, or they are bigger than you, but they are like gentle giant. They are like the big friendly giant. So yeah, maybe you want a place like that to call home. And with the messenger here, first thing I thought I get when I look at this card is you like to live with close to nature in the suburbs. So if you don't resonate with the colder place, maybe just a place where you can be closer with nature, and where you can, with the messenger here, where you can hear and connect with the source, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides closer. It's like you can hear them clearer, you can feel their presence more, because when you live in the city and you are always surrounded by this buzzing energy, you will not be able to connect with your spirit guides and your ancestor as much. So you want to look for a place where you can talk with your ancestors, connect with them, and feeling like you always get this, where you can always feel like you are being recharged all the time with nature, with mother nature, and by your connection with the source, where you can feel like this pure clean energy, spiritual energy filling you. I think most of you here, you are very spiritual, and maybe some of you you do have a double mission. So you are not here just to experience or enjoy an uninterrupted connection with the universe or with source, but you also want to send message of enlightenment to people who are lost, like the astronaut, people who are probably also feeling alienated in the place they live in, because they don't resonate with the people or the community that they live amongst, and you want a lifestyle that will allow you to channel the message from the universe, a message of hope to these people, and to help these people to cope with the situation they are in, and to wriggle their way out of the system of the capitalist community and the toxic lifestyle that is so widespread in the modern urban society. Whew, so yeah. And we also see here that there are some, this reminds me of cornucopia, abundance. So you want to feel abundant, you want to be in a place that will make you feel like this girl in this card, like feeling very peaceful. And this little girl reminds me of inner child. So maybe you long to be in a place where your inner child can go out and play, and not having to worry about what they will eat and all the adult stuff, how to pay the bills. You want to live a simple, peaceful life where all your needs are provided, where you can live a simple but abundant life, and you can coexist peacefully with the people around you and with the animals and nature around you, and where you can enlarge your heart with love, so that you can heal yourself, learn to love yourself, and also spread peace and hope and love and harmony to other people. Wow. Okay, that's a powerful message. So let's find out more. Okay, I think I'm going to just flip this card and see how you are going to find this place if you haven't already. We have number 23, distinctive potential. So 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 is a card of expanding outside your comfort zone, which is 4, number 4. Disrupting stability, disrupting like rocking the boat. That's why number 5 is never easy. But yeah, I guess the only way that you can find this place is to focus on what you can do. Like, I don't know what this fish is, but they do have this kind of I don't even know what this is called, but to me this represents focus. So you have to focus on what you can do to slowly transition to this place or community, or maybe to heal yourself, find a safe place. I also yeah, another message come to mind. If moving to another country or another city is out of reach for you at this moment, maybe you can build a shrine or an altar, or make your bedroom feels like your safe space, and establish boundaries, so that people will not take too much of your energy than they should, so that you will have time to heal, to connect with your spirit guides, and to feel at peace despite the situation that you are in. Okay, so you need to focus what I can do in this situation. So let's see, distinctive potential. Rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Yeah, use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So if this time you cannot do more than what you are capable of at this moment, try to protect your energy as much as you can and connect with source, with God, through prayers, through meditation, or maybe through reading cards, or maybe just listening to music, healing music that you love, so that you will feel that hope and optimism coming back to you, and you can receive downloads from the universe, and you can get this new surge of energy to an inspiration to start taking steps toward realizing your end goal, which is to maybe to move to a place or to find a community where you truly belong. Okay, so yeah, all you can do right now is to hang in there, but connect with source. And we see that there are not just one fish here, so maybe there are people around you, if you bother to look, who also feel the same way, but maybe they are still sleeping, they haven't been awakened. So it's maybe it's your homework to instead of isolating yourself, because I get a hermit vibe from you, maybe because you feel like you don't belong, try to find people who probably have the same feeling as you, feel the same frustration as you. You have an intuitive gift, you have a potential, maybe you have a psychic gift, but you haven't developed it quite yet, and maybe that's why you should heal yourself from all the past wounds, and so that the universe can tell you what to do, what people to reach. I see that in the tarot community there have been a lot of collaborations lately, and I myself am a hermit and I don't consider myself at their level, so I'm not confident enough to reach to those other tarot channels, bigger tarot channels, to collaborate with me, even though I know that it will help my promoting my channel a lot. But the thing is that humans cannot do it alone. Okay, humans need other humans to show them unconditional love, to show sympathy, to show empathy. They need to connect with other humans who feel the same way and are basically looking or aiming for the same goal, which is to coexist peacefully with nature and with other people, and living by the heart, living by the spirit. So if you have a community on the internet, or maybe in your workplace, if you notice that there are people who have always been reclusive, or maybe they don't talk much with talk much with other people, maybe you can consider approaching them. If you are an introvert and you don't mingle with many people, you can approach people who feel you who with whom you feel like you are not threatened, or you need to get your guard up and strike a friendship with them. And maybe if you do that regularly, you will feel less alone, you will feel less ostracized. Okay. What else? I'm going to draw another oracle card from the Magic of You Oracle to see what practical steps that you can do so that you can find this place you call home. I'm also getting that if your place, if you live in the city but you have access to parks, public parks or garden, or there are places in your city where you can feel closer to nature, maybe you can go there and recharge, and maybe bring your tarot cards if you read cards, and just play with your tarot cards there, or read a book. And maybe if there are strangers who are interested in you, or maybe they are watching you, because I believe that in any places, if you are not feeling guarded, if you don't give this vibe of a person who is who feels guarded, there will be maybe gentle giants coming to you and ask, oh, what's that book, what are you doing? Maybe they are just curious, and lower your guard and see if this person can be your ally, you know. Yeah, or maybe you can go to libraries, places you are interested in, to find one of your tribes. Okay. So for pile number 1, Spirit, is there any practical step that they can do to find their home? Oh, well, we have sacrifice. What can you let go of? So I'm getting 2 messages. 8 plus 2 is 10, and 10 is an ending. So maybe there is going to be one last hurdle. Like if you plan to relocate somewhere, or plan to change your living environment, or drastically make a change to your environment where you live in, there is something that needs to be uprooted first. Like you have to release attachment to where you belong now. Maybe there are family members that you cannot say goodbye to, or even though they don't support you, and even though you feel like your soul doesn't really belong with them, so you have to maybe you have to make a choice to live the life that no longer serve you, that no longer resonate with you, in order for you to find a more fertile ground. Samadhi, perfect acceptance. This is interesting. It gives me the vibe of you merging with where you are. So let me check out the guidebook. Sacrifice. Do you feel like you are being kept in the dark? Do you feel like you are buried? Yeah, buried under responsibilities, expectation that doesn't resonate with who you are at all. Redefine your thoughts to contemplate that you are not buried but planted. Soon it will be your time to bloom, to be aware and to know. But for now, you must merge with the darkness in order to grow. The maiden has sacrificed her ego to become her primal self. Her reptile-like spine descends from her pineal gland and plunges deep into the earth, rooting her into the mother's dark embrace and plugging her into Gaia's source. Is she emerging from the earth or being drawn into it? Both aspects are appropriate to consider. On the one hand, she is planted, on the other hand, she is blooming. When this card appears, it is time to consider what you are willing to sacrifice, to let go of what you are prepared to recycle in yourself, in people, places, and things around you in order to nourish and grow. The harder the sacrifice, the greater the exponential growth. So what I'm getting from here is maybe for a lot of you, or for some of you, it's not easy for you to just move to a dream place where you can feel like you can be yourself and nothing hinders you. It's like you can try to immigrate to another place, maybe another country, but it's like unrealistic, especially if you have a family. So I think what the spirits advise you to do here is to create that place yourself where you are right now. Like, for example, like what I just said, create a safe space in your home where you can be with yourself uninterrupted. Establish boundaries with your family members so that they won't disrupt your me time, your self-care time. And work together with people who also feel like they are misplaced. And yeah, it's like instead of uprooting yourself, you are being told to stay and understand how you can build a new world from this land that you feel suffocated in. So this is a very hard lesson. So your calling is to be a messenger of hope in the place that you are in, and that's why you need to instead of avoiding the people around you, you have to mingle with them a little as much as you can, and always establish healthy boundaries and purge yourself from negative energies, of course. But try to understand people around you, what makes them so goal driven, what makes them egoistic, what makes them non-sympathetic, and try to change that slowly with your enlightenment, with the so that's why you need to connect with the universe, with God, so that God can give you the energy and peace to remain in this place, and even to transform this place into a place that will be healthier and better for you and your peers. So I'm just going to pull some tarot cards to see if there are any more specific message. So God, universe, any specific message for pile number 1 regarding how they can find the place where they belong. So with this sacrifice here, I think the universe, God, is saying that you are right where you are supposed to be. Yes, it's true. You need to heal. Oops, I think you need to heal maybe from the hurtful things that people have told you, or from being gaslighted by people around you, because you are not the same with them. You operate on different frequencies. But if you are in constant communication with your spirit guides, your ancestors, they will give you this supernatural energy, healing energy, and a feeling of peace. A feeling of peace that what those people say don't define who you are. And once you grasp that, you will be able to live with your own terms, with the universe terms, live in your own pace without getting bothered by your surroundings. And you probably can even transmute the energy around you, show through your lifestyle to the people around you that you will be much happier, folks, if you live the way I live. So yeah, like turning these so-called enemies or aliens around you into your friends, okay? And that's why we have the champion and the messenger. So your job, not your job, but the message here is not to run away and find where you belong, but to create heaven on earth. To create heaven on earth. That is your sole purpose. That is what will fulfill you the most. Like if you manage to do this, if you can achieve milestone after milestone, like I'm going to try to make friends with these people, and I'm going to make them understand me, and I will try to understand them as well. And if you manage to make friends with people that you normally see as threats, and get them into your side, it's like a win for you. It's like it will fulfill you and make you feel so much better about yourself. Okay, God's big cats, please give pile number 1 practical advice on how they can find their home, how they can find where they belong. We have the King of Wands, so yeah, you have distinctive potential, and we have wands here, and this is also like a wand or a I don't know what it's called, spear. So you are this King of Wands. You are a natural born leader, and maybe you are a little bit reclusive, but if you want to, you can affect people with your passion, with what you do. I'm just wondering why this King of Wands stands behind the throne. Yeah, he doesn't like to sit around and do nothing and hope that things will get better. He takes action, and he knows he has potential, and he knows how to harness his potential. So maybe you are creatives here. You probably, with the messenger here, probably you have a gift. Maybe an artistic gift. Maybe you can sing, maybe you can dance, maybe you have a passion for performing arts, maybe you can write, maybe you can draw. It doesn't have to be arts. It can also be like maybe you are a designer, maybe you are a public relation, maybe you are it's like you can find ways to creatively engage the people around you so that they will see what you see. Okay, so that they will elevate to your vibration. I know that this sounds like a conversion in Christianity, but yeah, basically it's like that, you know. You are meant to send good vibes to people. You are meant to entertain people, make people feel fascinated, and see things beyond the mundane everyday life. Okay, so anything else, Spirit, on how pile number 1 can make or can create or find? Okay, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Strength. Wow, you are a natural born leader, pile number 1. So maybe, I don't know if you are reclusive, but you have this authority vibe around you. You have this lion, inner lion. So this is why it's important for you to heal and to connect with Source, because then you will get inspiration and power and energy to not to just dream about the place that you feel most at home in, but to actually create the place where you are now. So what I'm getting here is that you are probably destined to become a businessman or woman, an entrepreneur. Look at this woman. She is very patient. This lion is a representation of her inner beast, and her inner beast, her inner child actually is wounded because of what she experienced in the past. But with the help of this infinity symbol is the symbol of the Alpha and Omega, the universe, the beginning and the end. With the power energy from the source, she has this energy and ability to heal, to do shadow work, to heal her inner child, and to rise to the occasion to become this King of Wands and King of Pentacles, who is successful in turning their passion into something tangible, into a real business, and to make their business into something that will be beneficial for many people, transform many people, maybe through your design, maybe through your, I don't know, maybe through your books, because we have books here. Maybe you are an author, I don't know. Yeah, just follow your intuition. So everything is uncertain for you now. There are a lot of fears that you need to heal. Your shadow child, we will talk about that in a later pick a cards about your inner child's shadow or something. Yeah, you have to navigate through your fears, through your wounds, because you have been sacrificing yourself to stay where you are because you love your people, even though you don't like being here. But the solution is not running away from them. The solution is to transform the energy, and you have to follow your inner guidance, the guidance from the universe. The moon represents the intuition, moving, knowing your way in the dark, okay? And yeah, take action. Don't be afraid to show yourself and your capability. Work hard in the things that you are passionate in, because that is your gift from the universe to enlighten people, to become a leader. I think you are a natural born leader. Yeah, and you will reach this ideal world, this 10 of Pentacles, and maybe even meeting your soulmate if you haven't met them yet. So this is like this is not about finding a place or location, but creating the world that you want into being. Okay? Wow, what a powerful message, pile number 1. So let's draw you one final oracle card. So yeah, develop those skills. Work hard on what you are passionate about. Maybe after work you can do your passion, maybe writing songs or performing in a band or something. And you can maybe invite your friends, your co-workers to watch you perform, and maybe through your creation they will be transformed. You will heal many people, not just yourself. You will heal people who experience the same thing as you, because you already know how to heal yourself. Okay? And when you are able to do this step by step, you will feel like your heart expands, and you will feel like you are part of this universe, and you will feel this never-ending peace and joy and happiness. So the answer is not running away, but confronting the demons, your own demons and other people's demons, and deal with them with your potential, harnessing your potential, and asking the universe, your spirit guides, to help you, to support you. Okay? Okay. One last message for pile number 1, please. One last message for pile number 1. One last message for pile number 1. Yeah, it's just like the Jin song, the Astronaut. So he couldn't do anything. He crash landed on Earth, and he couldn't go back to his home planet, and he was like feeling miserable all the time. And he the little girl of his adopted family tried to make him happy by asking him to play together with her, and you know, doing all the fun stuff that kids do, engaging him in conversation and in fun activities. And at the end, Jin, the astronaut, feels like this little girl has gotten under his skin, and when it's time to go home to his home planet, he actually chose to stay on Earth because he knows that what the little girl shows him is love, and it's what he has been looking for that he cannot find in his home planet. So it's like creating a home where you are. You may not be in a place you like. It's like you may be misplaced. You may feel misplaced, displaced. It's like a stranded astronaut. But in that place, if you allow yourself to be present and to connect with source, you will see that the place that you are in also holds a lot of potential for you to build into a new environment that will bring you so much joy and happiness and community. Okay, so we have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. So yeah, this is like your awareness, being one with the universe and with a lot of souls and spirits on this earth who also seek for the world of light. And there is this book or this comic manga that talks about the world of light, and the world of light actually comes from your own awareness that you are connected. We are all connected, and it's the soft loving energy of the universe that support us all. And if only we can tap into that source, we will be so much better. Our life will be so much better. So it's your job to enlighten these other people. So I think you will experience some kind of enlightenment or awakening, and it actually will help you to create a world that you always dream of. So let's read the star bathing, and we are going to end your reading. Yeah, I remember. Soul plan, the fate life versus the destiny life. Yeah, you may be feeling that you are not where you are supposed to be, but the purpose of your life is to transform the world you are in into one that will make you feel at home, that will make you feel joyful. Star bathing. The stars are constantly showering emanation onto the crystalline grid of the earth. I'm not going to read them all because this pile has gone for quite some time. Many star seeds have come to earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally. Yeah, shift the consciousness of the people to become more spiritually guided and to prioritize joy, love, and happiness above everything else. All of that information is stored in the crystalline grid to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. Yeah, humanity has forgotten, at least where you are, has forgotten what is the essence of being human. What is love? What is joy? What is peace? What is happiness? What is passion? They have forgotten all of that, and it's your job to enlighten them and to make yourself happy actually because you are a born leader, and you will be happiest when you not only think about yourself and your own happiness, but help other people find their happiness as well. If you pull this card, you may be called to begin working with the stars and crystalline grid of the earth. Yeah, some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. So if you feel called to move somewhere, there may be a purpose for you there, okay? You may also be interested in a place called star bathing. Download, okay. I'm just going to show you. This card commonly arises because you are here to connect with the crystalline grid of the earth, either in your hometown, either in your hometown, or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. So yeah, you are like the astronaut. I did say that you may be called to a certain place and you can manifest that, but if you cannot, if situation force you to stay where you are with the sacrifice card, you can also connect with the crystalline grid in your hometown and transform the people in your hometown. It also can mean that your light body is being activated. Yeah, your spiritual awakening is increasing. If this resonates, take things extra slow. Yeah, so you don't have to be like living frantically like everybody else. What is most important is that you connect with the source, and the universe time is different from the time in our concept. There is no rush because you have a big purpose, so you have to take it slowly, okay? If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. Yeah, what you need to do now is to heal your inner child, your wounded inner child, because when you heal and when you can forgive and understand why people behave the way they behave, you actually will transmute negative energy within you into positive energy, and you will be able to transform people around you with your own transformation, and it will make the place where you are a much better place. So I'm going to link down below a comic book that talks about this. It's a very enlightening manga. It talks about a love story between a girl from a modern world thrown into some kind of a fantasy world, and she helped raising the spiritual and love awareness in that place and transform this superhuman who was told to be a monster, predicted to be a monster, but because he met this girl, he fell in love, and the love transformed him. So I'm going to link the book down below. If you can get a hold of it, it's going to transform your life. So thank you so much, pile number one. I'm sorry this is so long, but pile number one is always has a very profound message. So I feel really happy, really excited to read for you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next speaker card reading. Bye bye. Hello, my pile number two. So if you choose the second pile, or you are drawn to this photo card of Jin right here, because today we are going to do a Jin theme pick a card reading based on his debut single, The Astronaut. So if you skip the intro, this is going to talk about where do you really belong. So what community, what people, what environment will make you feel most at home. And this is the theme of the song that becomes the inspiration of this pick a card reading, which is finding one's place in this whole universe. And sometimes it takes you to explore from one place to another, and then unexpectedly find your home in the most unexpected of place, like the astronaut in the music video, where he found his true home outside his home planet. So I'm going to link the MV down below in the description box so that you can see the whole story, because it's closely related to what we are going to talk about. Anyway, let's see, where is your true home? Where do you really belong? We have the mermaid. We have dreams. Ooh, and we have grieving. So this is really bittersweet. And do you look do you see that? Like the color scheme is purple. Oh wow. And purple is associated with royalty. It's also the color of BTS army. Yeah, the color that represent BTS and their fans, purple. It's a royal color, and it's also a color associated with the, I think with the third chakra, is it? The third eye, and also spirituality, because in the Bible, Jesus also often depicted in paintings as wearing this robe made in purple color. So this is a very spiritual pile. The pile number one is as one a spiritual pile as well, but from you I get more an ethereal, fantasy, fairy kind of vibe. So the first thing that I'm getting with this pile is that the majority of you are probably female, or you are very in touch with your feminine energy. You are soft-hearted, and you are romantic. That's all I can say. You are romantic, and you see the world sometimes through rose-colored glasses. And when I first got this card, the mermaid, it reminds me of Ariel from Little Mermaid. So wow, even her cloth here is purple. Wow, amazing. Wow, what is this all about? Okay, hang on. So you always knew that you don't belong where you are now, and in this sense you are similar to pile number one, but you are more like, I don't know, there is a romantic sense here, a romanticization of the world that you feel you belong to. Ariel, if you watch the Little Mermaid by Disney, the motion picture with the human actors will be out next year. Ariel is not unhappy. She is the daughter of the underwater king. I forgot if her father is Poseidon or Neptune or something, but yeah, she is not unhappy. She is a princess. She is treated like a princess, and she lives a very abundant life. She is loved by her sister, her parents, her advisors, her friends, her under the sea friends, but she always has this longing of wanting to see the world that she has never seen before, because there is something in her heart that is calling her there. She has this strong and a little bit of a strange affinity with human things. So she has her own secret place where she collects human stuff, human things that from shipwrecks or something. So she has a whole collection of human things, human possession, and she is curious. She wants to know what the world out there is like. And yeah, that pretty much what these two cards is all about. You have a big dream of living in a certain place, or you feel attracted to a certain place or a certain community or a certain lifestyle. So yeah, pretty similar to pile number one, but we are going to find out what's different here. We have the card grieving, and these two women are naked. So, and we have the butterfly. So I don't know if you have been disappointed before, because you dream of a place and you try to go there, you try to create or manifest that place, but in reality it's not like the way you imagine it to be. So this is like a failed dream or something. Or maybe you have tried to manifest your dream and you are met with disappointment. But we let's look at the butterfly over here. And the butterfly is blue, and blue is the color of the throat chakra. So I don't know if you are grieving because you feel like the world that you feel you should belong to is out of reach, or because you have tried to manifest the place, or have tried to go to that place and stay there, but only to meet with disappointment. Because it feels to me like the picture here is not very clear, but this looks like a ruins, like they are grieving in a ruins of a home. But with this butterfly, I think you are meant to, actually, from all this experience, you will transform into someone different, and this will be kind of the key for you to actually unlock the door to the world that you are supposed to live in. So maybe the place that you will feel most at home in may not be the one that you are dreaming of or you are fantasizing about. Wow, this is interesting. Let's find out some more. I just want to look at these photo cards. Yeah, it's like you dream of, maybe some of you dream of becoming a celebrity. Like there is something really dreamlike about all this, really ethereal and not real. Maybe you want a, like, maybe you want a world where it's like maybe you want to live in a city like Paris, like a romantic place, very romantic place with all the coffee shops and everything. So let's find out some more with tarot. Oh yeah, by the way, this card right here will represent what action you should take, or what action you can take to manifest the place where you belong. But let's find out some more. Wait a second. I'm going to read from the guidebook of this card, just to see if we can get some additional information. And we will also read from the guidebook of this card before we pull some tarot. So the mermaid. The mermaid. Surrender to the ocean's currents. Sometimes you must let go of the dead wood. The mermaid truly lives in her environment. The ocean's currents carry her this way and that, and she is wise enough to surrender to their cosmic push and pull. Learn from her, emulate her trusting ways, and realize that a larger force is behind all things. We cannot manipulate every aspect of our life. Sometimes we must learn to go with the flow and let go. Interesting. So maybe you have a fixed dream or a fixed image of what your life should be like, where you should live, where you should work, what family you should be part of, things like that. But in reality, it's so far from where you are now, and it feels so out of reach. But if you allow yourself to follow your intuition like the mermaid, you will find that place that you are looking for. And it may be with the transformation symbol here, it may be not quite the same with what you dream of. So you must be willing to open your mind and trust your instinct that you are always in the right place at the right time, and you are being taken to the place where you are supposed to be. A lot of you here are probably beautiful and ethereal physically. um yeah, you are like a human fairy. I don't know where I got that from, but yeah. So spirit, can you please enlighten us, where does pile number 2, the mermaid, belong? All right, we already have 2 here. We have, wow, the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. Can we find some more? Where do they belong? Where do they belong, please? Ah, 3 of Swords, grief. Where do they belong? Where do they belong? 2 more cards maybe. This one wants to come out. Oh wow, okay. Where do they belong, please, God, Spirit? Pile number 2, where do they belong? Where they really belong? Where do they really belong for pile number 2? One last card, please. One last card. Where pile number 2 really belong, please? Oh, they don't want to give any more cards. One more card, please, Spirit. What? Where they? Oh, okay. The Hierophant. Yeah, you have this idea and a sense of adventure like Ariel in A Little Mermaid. Like you have a passion for things that are unfamiliar. You are fascinated by things that are new to you. You are a very curious, very creative, very adventurous little fairy or little mermaid if you are a female. And if you're a male, you just love to explore and you always follow your intuition. I think you are also someone who appreciate beauty a lot, and you want to live among people who also appreciate beauty, appreciate the world of make-believe. You probably love to read fantasy books or watch fantasy movies, and you are very romantic and you want to meet people who are like you. And I think with this grieving card here and the King of Sword and the Three of Sword, I think the place where you live in, at least in your head, is a place that is completely different from who you are, and that's why you feel grieving, you feel misplaced, because maybe the place where you are is a place that is ruled by logic. With the King of Sword, everything has to be logical, everything has to be like based on logic and facts, and there is no room for creativity or fantasy. And we have the whale here, and I remember that BTS, one of the BTS mascot is a purple whale, and the purple whale is lonely because they cannot find another whale that is like them. And so you feel like your dreams is crushed, really, either literally by a father figure in your life, who taught you to be logical and sensible and to be, to adult and to be mature, but it's like your inner child is hurt, because your inner child is a very imaginative, very creative, and in the world that you live in, it's all based on equation. And when you have a romantic soul, it's like things cannot always be based on something logical. Like love is not logical. Like you will ask someone, why you are, what do you find lovable about this person, like your spouse or something. And yeah, I did this too. Like I would see a pair, a couple, a celebrity couple, and I talk with my friend, and I asked about why is that person interested or are in love with their spouse or their partner, because their partner doesn't seem to be someone who match the energy of the other person. And my friend would say it's like they are the only ones who know the person who will be their soulmate. It's like the how they complete fulfill each other is beyond reason. And it's not saying that that when you fall in love and you follow your heart, it will always turn out well. Sometimes it can also be that you got disappointed with your choice in a partner or something. And this is why the Justice card is here. So maybe a father figure in your life, or your family, or your environment always think that you are a dreamer, someone who is unrealistic, because you don't consider the pros and cons. You just follow your heart and not questioning it. But with the Hierophant here, yeah, I guess for you, maybe you do need some balance between your heart and your mind. Like, not completely disregarding what your heart, what your emotion, what your intuition is telling you, but also not completely disregarding common sense. So you should combine the two. Find a way to combine the two so that you can go to the place that is most ideal for you, the place that you truly can feel at home without feeling scared, or without feeling like you are ungrounded, feeling like you are a kite without a string or something. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. Some of you here probably have been disappointed a lot in love. Like you always follow your heart, and it didn't turn out the way you wanted, because you follow your inner child a lot. But it's like you allow your inner child and their emotion to take the steering wheel, and that is not really good as well, because your inner child may have some wounds, or some hunger, or some longing that you want to desperately fulfill, and you let it cloud your judgment. So with the Hierophant here, I think you have to learn to be wiser, like not being a completely not trying to become a person who is completely like relying on cold hard logic, but also combine common sense and spirituality. Okay, and that's why we have the butterfly here as a transformation. So maybe if you have been asking why my relationship always end in failure, I thought I have found my person, I thought he was or she was the right one, but why I always got disappointed, but I cannot do anything about it. I feel like I have to follow my heart. Well, maybe those lessons are not completely in vain. Maybe it's teaching you how to balance your heart and your mind, and how to listen to the wisdom passed from generation to generation. Wisdom from people who have been enlightened, people who have received the wisdom from the above, so that you will know, you will be able to read the red flags before things happen. If you become wiser, if you are willing to listen to the wisdom passed by your ancestor, your spirit guides, you will be smarter. It's like you will still have your heart open to love, but you will be smarter. You will build healthier boundaries. You will not be so codependent anymore. You will not see the world simply from rose-colored glasses, and you will become wiser, smarter, and yet still have a heart that is not hardened, and that is still open for love, things like that. let me replace the lamp because it's getting darker. So I just want to, before we read the guidebook, let's see what the some of you probably long for a celebrity luxury lifestyle, and if that is the case, then you have to embody the quality of this King of Swords, even though you may not like it, so that you can manifest that luxury lifestyle, that lifestyle that you want, that you dream of into being. Because the Hierophant is also the energy of as above, so below. Anything that is your destiny is meant for you, but you also have to work for it, to earn it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there has to be a balance. Yeah, we have the Fool. So you are a free spirit person. Pile number 2. For some of you, you may feel most at home when you don't have to stay in one place. It's like you are like a bird. Yeah. But the thing is that, yeah, like I said, you are like a flying kite that, a flying kite that being drifted here and there by the wind. You just go, like the guidebook about the mermaid said, you just go by the wind, follow where the wind blows. I suggest you to read the book Chocolate. It was made into a movie starring Judi Dench and Johnny Depp, and I will link the book down below in the description box. It's about a woman and her daughter, and the woman is a witch, is a gypsy, and she cannot stay for long in one place. Oh, and I also remember the movie called Mermaid, old movie starring Cher, Winona Ryder, and Christina Ricci. I'm also going to link it down below. It's about a woman who cannot just stay in one place. It's like they are afraid of attachment. They want to be free. They want to explore. Always in this page of one's energy. Like they cannot stay still in one place. They always want to go to the next best thing, next best thing. Maybe you are someone who also cannot stay in the one job for too long, and you always try everything. You are trying to find a life that will fulfill you in every aspect, but the thing is there is no place that will like perfectly meet all your needs. So you need to be grounded. Hierophant is also the card of Taurus, so you need to be grounded and you need to balance your life, because otherwise you will always be drifting, and there will be one time where your adventures, where you, like in the song The Astronaut, drifting along without a destination, you will eventually lose yourself in the process, because you don't know who you are, you don't know where you belong. You just go with the wind, being tossed to and fro by the waves, never settling down in one place, and therefore you never discover your core identity, where your home is. I think maybe that you are probably now in a state, yeah, it makes sense now. You are probably now in a state where your adventurous side no longer satisfy you, and you feel like, what is wrong with me? What is missing? I have been going everywhere, I have been trying everything, but I have been in many relationships, but nothing satisfy me. That's because you never stay long enough to see if that relationship will work, if that relationship can be worked on into something more solid and more secure and safe. Yeah, you are my dreamers, you are my nomads, you are my travelers. But one day it will not be enough anymore, and you have to stop, pause, and ask the wisdom of your ancestor, ask your spirit guides to tell you where am I supposed to be, where do I belong. So read that book, Chocolate. I will link it down below in the description box, because in the end, a spoiler alert, the woman finally feel that her last destination is the place where she can stay, and where she doesn't have to follow the sound of the wind anymore. She can choose to stay and build a family with someone she loves. Okay, so I think that's the big message here. Yeah, the Fool. Yeah, see, Temperance, it's like maybe you won't be like you hate to be to be a person who is stationary, like staying too long in one place. And if that's the case, find a partner with whom you will be able to arrange your schedule so that you can still travel, but you have a safe base to come home to. You have one place you can call home, and where you can live with your partner. So there has to be a balance. There has to be a give and take. Yeah, all this time you have been thirsty, looking for something, and you thought that by moving, constantly moving, you will find it. But actually, if you stay long enough, if you listen to your intuition about a person or a place, and you give them a chance long enough, you will realize that that place can be your base, can be your home, can be a place where you can return to when you feel lost. A ship cannot sail forever. They need to enter into a safe harbor to rest, to anchor. So yeah, this is the message for you. Yeah, it start to burden you, this thirst for something that I don't think you even know what you are looking for, because you never stay long enough in one place to find out. And so you keep going and going and going, and it becomes heavy, and now it's like you are burning yourself up. You got burned by your own passion. Yeah, see, King of Cups and the Two of Cups. This is about relationship mainly, maybe. So I think a person that you should maybe embody the quality of this King of Cups, or maybe there is a certain King of Cups who also may be the same person as this King of Swords, who is perfectly balanced. They balance their heart, their emotion with their logic. The King of Cups is the highest in the suit of cups, or which talks about emotion and following your heart. And the King of Cups is not fickle like Page of Cups or Knight of Cups. They don't act impulsively based on their emotion, even though they feel a lot, but they examine their emotion, and maybe they put it in a pensive like Dumbledore. They examine their emotion, and they feel their emotion to find out why I am always restless, why I cannot find a place where I belong, why I always feel this urge to leave, to move from one job to another, to move from one place to another. Why? What is it that I'm lacking? What is it that I'm looking for? And if you can ask yourself those questions, you will start to change. You will transform. And maybe you need someone who is emotionally mature like this to guide you to this transformation, to finally make you see that always going from one place to another, always on the go, always looking for that one perfect place in this world for you is not going to work, because there is no such thing as a perfect place. You stay in one place, you try to adapt, and if you give it some time and it works for you, then it's the place for you. That is the secret to happily ever after, and that's why they name it happily ever after. they stay long enough to build that happily ever after, to build a foundation in a relationship that cannot be broken. So you are like a ship, and a ship has to find a safe harbor for it to finally rest, to finally build a family, to finally build a life that they have been looking for. You have been looking for this home outside of you, but you don't realize that you already have it inside of you. You are the gem. You have everything that you need, and if you give one place, one person a chance long enough, and always pay attention to the red flags and balance your romanticism with your logic, and you see that this relationship can actually grow into something more, something long lasting and sustainable, then that is your place, that is your home. Okay, so let's find out what this card says. I mean, I pre-pulled this card, but I forgot what it said. Love where you are. 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 is balance. For fuck's sake, 6 is balance. I'm sorry, forgive my French. It's about give and take. You always want to take something from every place that you stay in, but once you got that and you get bored, you move to another, and you have broken many hearts. I think it's not you who is broken hearted here. You have broken many people too, because they want to love you, they want to be given a chance, but you already move on. Okay, so don't be fickle. Don't get swayed by your emotion. Don't get swept away by the wave of your emotion. Be the King of Cups. Stand on your ground and see, emotionally and objectively see whether this relationship can work out, and control your emotion. Not like suppressing it, but controlling it, managing it, so that you can create something long lasting. So anyway, love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. The King of Cups know when to act. Like, he is not impulsively emotionally impulsive. They are very spiritual, they are very intuitive, so they use their intuition to connect to the wisdom of the ages, to know when to go or when to stay. Connect your heart to your head. Connect your heart to your head. God damn it. See, King of Swords and King of Cups. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. Period. Point blank. Okay, I'm just going to read what the guidebook says about this card, and I think that's going to be your reading because the answer is there. Love where you are. You restless romantic adventure. I think you are a very Knight of Cups energy. Very, very Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups is obsessed with the journey of looking for love rather than the love itself. So yeah, it can be good, but yeah, it has its dark side as well. Love where you are. Love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know. Okay, we've read that part. Contemplate your direction and trust what you are feeling. Being present in the moments. Yeah, I think you always look toward the future. Where else I can go? You know, so you don't take a moment to be present in where you are and appreciate that you actually have everything you need. Being present in the moments when life is not ideal is not the easiest thing to do. It may feel frustrating to patiently wait for answer or to process what has transpired. You may find you are consumed by past circumstances. So maybe there is a past circumstances in which you get restricted a lot, and so it makes you feel like you constantly have to run away. Otherwise, people will try to restrict you. You are afraid of attachment. You are afraid of being restricted. You are afraid of being bound. So I think you need to find someone who understands your restlessness, but also can make you feel safe enough to commit to them without sacrificing your love for adventure, or maybe someone who can do these adventures with you. Someone to balance you, okay? You may be nervous about planning your next step. Tune into observation, awareness, and heightened sense, so you may move with grace and style. You are invited to be in this moment. Allow your intuition to guide you while you await your next step. Yeah. Don't be scared and running away when someone expresses their interest in you. Give it a try. And when you feel like you need to go, you will know. So balance that intuition, and you balance your intuition with your emotion, and try to heal from the fear of being caged in one place. Okay, you can go at any time, but you can also stay on your own choice. Give someone or some place a chance to be your home, and if they work, then it's your destiny. So yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. The download is so fast. You have faced challenging situation before. The urge to avoid what is happening is strong. Yeah, you are afraid of attachment, afraid of being chained. So it's important for you to talk with your partner in your next relationship, and use your intuition to feel whether this person is going to chain me, or is he or she not that kind of person. So don't judge a situation, a place, or a partner, or a community from the point of view of fear and grief, but from the point of view of the universe, from the point of view from your intuition, so that you can make a wiser decision. Okay, use the depth of love that resides within you to face what is in front of you. Yeah, give love a chance. Don't just keep running away, becoming a Don Juan, and sleeping with all the girls and all the boys just for fun, but then you go on again, and eventually you feel empty because you are directionless. Okay, allow yourself to ground. If you are feeling off balance, be in this space, and you know you can move through this challenge. You can choose to move on or stay, but do that from a place of balance, equality, groundedness, and from your intuition. Okay, clams live in the mud and have strong connection to the earth. If you have disengaged from your feelings, tune back into them, as they can guide you now. Clams can sip on water and extract what they need to feel rejuvenated. Use this time to get back on track. Circumstances may not be ideal, but a clam shows you to appreciate where you are, no matter how unappealing things may be at this moment. So if you feel restless right now, and if you feel like that urge to run away again from the situation, seek the counsel of somebody, a psychic, a therapist. Don't be ashamed to go to a therapist for help, because your restlessness comes from something unpleasant in the past, and you have to resolve it. You have to face it, not running away from it constantly. Yeah, find out why you are afraid of commitment. Find out why you are so afraid of being caged, when actually maybe nobody is trying to cage you, and you can stay without feeling caged. And most importantly, connect with your source, the divine. Take some time to ground yourself, to go to a place where you can be one with nature, maybe rock climbing, maybe going to the forest, and just be in the moment, just feel the moment. And at that time, your awareness will expand, and you will know that I don't have to run away. I can choose to stay here and face what is to come, and I know everything is going to be okay. Right? So let me draw you one last oracle card. Alright, this is from the Divine Doors Oracle. One last advice for pile number 2, please, Spirit. you see patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. Pass this on. You just have to take one step at a time. Don't follow that urge to keep running away. Face your fears. Face the fear inside you that wants you to flit to one place to another place constantly, and try to give a place, a people a chance. Try to adapt and see what happens. Okay, try to adapt and see what happens instead of constantly running away and avoiding things. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. So if you have someone who is constantly in your mind, and you know deep inside you that this person is the one for you, come back to them. Okay? Or maybe there is someone who miss you, and that someone may be your soulmate, but because you are still living in this fear, you cannot be together. So maybe you should think about that. So maybe who is this person? Just maybe it's this King of Swords and King of Cups. This is the last card, I promise. I'm just very curious about your reading. This is very interesting. All right. Okay. To the moon and back. This person loves you to the moon and back, and they want you to go down from the moon and meet them once again on earth. So this is like in line with the music video that inspires this bigger card reading. New direction. Yeah, you are always like these dandelion seeds, flying everywhere, but it's time for you to take a new direction, and that new direction may be staying, wishing that this person and you will be reunited, and then you will find your happily ever after. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 2. Super interesting reading. Thank you so much for watching this video, for clicking on my channel. Please give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you love this reading, and check out the description box for other information on this reading, on my channel, and how to book personal reading. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you pick the third pile or this photo card of Jin of BTS, because we are doing a pick a card reading today that is inspired by his debut single, we are going to find out, where do you really belong? Where is the place that your heart and your soul feels most at home, and where is the place or the community where you can feel most comfortable being yourself, where you can be yourself and feeling supported and loved for who you are. So this pick a card reading, as I have said in the intro, is inspired by Jin's debut single, The Astronaut. I'm going to link it down below, both the song and the music video. So basically this song talk about an alien who has been drifting in the outer space, traveling from one planet to another, maybe seeking for something that will fulfill the void in his heart, and he accidentally found it when he crash landed on Earth and met a human family. So at the end, he didn't go back to his home planet because he found love and a sense of family and community in this human family. So we are going to see, where is your home planet, where is your soul family, where is the place you can call home. Okay, so we do have here the quiet one and compassion. So this card right here is going to be an advice card that will tell you how you can find your true home. What should you do to find your soul family, your community, okay, your people. All right. Pile number 3 is always the hardest one to read. So I think for this one, I'm going to look at the guidebook. But I don't know, I get this feeling that this is like some similarity with pile number 1, where you want to find a place where you can feel, where you can live comfortably alone but not feeling lonely, because you have birds here. You have you want to live somewhere where you can be close with nature, and with the where you can feel the connection with the universe or with the source, because the messenger bird right here in this deck, I think it represents a message from the spirit or spirit guides. You may be an introvert and you love quiet, and I think you are someone who who is very empathic and who has compassion for for humans and animals alike. You have compassion for the environment. You have compassion for the whole world. You are like mother. You embody this Mother Gaia energy. So I think you are sort of looking for people who have this same awareness as you. But let's find out about the quiet one here. Okay, I just remember that because you are the last pile I shuffle for, I still have the bottom of the deck card for this pile, and it's the artist. So not the artist, but the actress. And actress always put on a mask. They never reveal who they truly are. So I don't know, but it feels like you love being invisible. You love being in a hermit mode. You love helping people with your energy, with your creativity, and you have this love and compassion for the whole world. But I don't know, you prefer to be alone, because I think you are tired of having to put on a mask and to adapt how you behave, how you speak, how you act, to fit the situation you are in, any social situation. So maybe this is something that makes you feel tired, or maybe you have been doing this for your entire life and now you just want to be your real self. But you do have a desire, and we have the ancestor and luxury. So let's check out the guidebook, shall we? So we have the quiet one. The quiet is intoxicating, but don't withdraw for long. Yeah, I think maybe right now your idea of an ideal home or a place that will make you feel happy and unrestrained is a secluded place. But the thing is that you have a love to give. Yeah. Hang on a second. So below this actress card, you have desire. So and this heart is it looks like it's dangled like a carrot in front of this woman here, and I don't know who this is, but it looks like she looks like Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and we have compassion. So pile number 3, I think you don't really know yourself. Like, you feel like you will be happy if you live in seclusion, in privacy, surrounded only by the nature and your spirit guides. because you are tired of, you are not the type who likes to pretend even for a second for other people, but you have a lot of love to give and nobody to receive it. Yeah, it's almost like your ancestor, you have a strong connection with your ancestor, and I think they don't want you to live like this. They want you to embrace your feminine side and to receive and not just to give. But let's continue. What this card means: you are wrapped up in a cocoon, quietly pushing off a transformation. Oh no. It is easy to float in this isolation, enveloped in solitude and avoiding the chaos outside. And it's fine to linger here for a while, not socializing, retreating, but don't stay here indefinitely. Renew yourself and then cast off the cloak to rejoin the world. So, what I'm thinking, pile number 3, is that perhaps you need that hermit mode. Now you need that isolation. Now you need that withdrawal from society because maybe you are tired. You feel drained after maybe having to pretend in front of other people, and now you just want to be yourself and to enjoy yourself, to shower yourself with love, so that maybe you can go out there later when you are fully healed to spread your love to the people who need it. Okay, so I think yeah, this is necessary for you, this withdrawal, but it's not for long. So this is not really your home. This isolation that you are seeking is not your destination. It's not the last harbor for you. It's just a transit, a place for you to transit and rest and recuperate and to heal, so that you can go out there stronger, better, and you will be able to live your life genuinely and spread your light to the whole world. And I think this time of isolation is also something that you need for you to connect with your spirit guides, to know what steps you must take next. And I think it's no surprise that you are drawn to this card, because this photo card, by the way, it's not original. It's from BTS album Tears, and I'm not really sure what's the message in that album, but for the album cover, they have to, the members have to cry, like tear or sadness is the one, the main concept in that album. So yeah, you want to love, but you are afraid because you know to love means loss and pain. So maybe you do need this time alone, but not forever. So let me now read the guidebook for this one to find out where do you truly belong. Oh my God, I just remember, I'm thankful that you are the last pile, because then I have the bottom of the deck card for each card that I shuffle for you. And for you, it's love. Yeah, you have so much love to give, but first you have to tend to yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. And I think this woman is, yeah, very much the same. This is you. You don't have to be a female, but you need to, and she's holding a rose quartz. So I think pile number 3, for most of your life, maybe you haven't really paid attention to yourself. Oh my God, now it makes sense. Yeah, you always put other people first. You always protect other people. You always take care of other people's feelings, but at the expense of your feeling, at the expense of your desire Yeah, that's why we have the desire card, like with the desire dangling in front of you like a carrot. That's because maybe you have been with people, um, maybe family or people you love, that you love unconditionally, but it's like they never truly love you the same way, and it's like they are dangling your desire in front of you, like um, if you stay, if you love me, then I will allow you to do whatever you want, but it's like lies. And yeah, I think it's time for you with the luxury and with the welcome card and the egg right here. It's like your ancestor is saying it's now time for you to take care of yourself, to put yourself first. So wow, so that is a plot twist. So I think pile number 3, it's your time to live, to live where you are right now, and to put a distance between you and the people who cannot love you in the same way, for you to heal, for you to, mostly for you to take care of your spiritual, emotional, and physical needs, for you to enjoy yourself, to pamper yourself. I always split the deck, so I have to look for it again. Yeah, so look at this luxury card. It's like they, your ancestor wants you to go from this, actress, from this person who always try to be strong for everybody else, despite your own desire, your own wishes, your own dreams. They want you to now go and look after yourself, to enjoy the luxury of life, to grab and to receive what you deserve with the welcome card, and to look to go after your passion. This is right beneath welcome. So yeah, and I think your ancestor wants to tell you that when you take care of yourself, when you focus on yourself, when you love yourself, when you redirect the love that you have always given to other people back to yourself, that's when you will feel like you are being rebirthed. You will feel like you are rejuvenated, and your heart will be revealed, not revealed, refilled. Okay, so maybe you have given so much love to other people, but not leaving some for yourself. So you are drained, your cup is empty. It's now time to refill the cup. Okay, so that when you love yourself, when you feel happy being who you are without restraint, you can give to other people without feeling depleted, because the exchange will be equal. It's time for you to give some love that you have given to the world for yourself. Okay. Ooh, and we have commitment. Yeah, you are not meant to be alone right now. I think you are being told to separate yourself from the community that cannot appreciate you, and that don't appreciate what you have given them, and to retreat and to learn to love yourself, so that you will go out there feeling healthier and better, and you will attract somebody, or maybe in the journey to love yourself, you will meet somebody with whom you are supposed to spread this love and light to other people. So yeah, you are not meant to walk to walk this earth alone, to walk down the road alone. And we have inspiration, and we have passion earlier in the other deck. So these cards remind me of this manga series that I just finished rereading for the umpteenth time. So it talks about this young man named I don't know how to spell it. This young man, and this young man, since he was small, his parents sold his soul to the devil so that they could get abundance. And this young man grew up with amazing superpowers, like he cannot die easily, and that's because there is a dark force within him as a result of his parents' contract with the devil, with the evil one. And so even though he is actually, his heart is kind and good, everybody around him, treat him like a monster, and even his parents regret having him, and his mother tried to kill him, so he never knew love, and he always lived in isolation. He never wanted to be attached to other people, because he knows that inside him there is a monster, there is dark forces that gives him his superpower, and he doesn't want to become a monster, so he always lived in seclusion. But one day he met this a young girl from Japan who is transported accidentally from her world to his world, to this young man's world. And this girl, he initially wanted to kill this girl because he has heard that this girl is going to be the one who will turn him into a monster, because this girl is being called the awakening. So this girl's arrival has been predicted by the seers, by the paranormals in this young man's country. So he wanted to kill this girl, but then he saw that this girl is just an innocent girl, and scared and innocent girl, so he ends up protecting her instead and falling in love with her in the process, because this girl loves him unconditionally, even though she has seen him once turning into a monster, because he was feeling emotional and scared, and he accidentally unleashed the dark powers within him. But this girl still kissed him even though he was in his monster form. And throughout the book, this young man accepts this girl's love, and little by little he fears, like previously he believes that he will become a devil, a monster someday, but thanks to this girl's love, the soul contract that binds him to the devil is broken. And this young man, even though he still retains his superpower, but now he walks in the path of light with this girl and becomes a hero, someone who stands in the side of good, in the side of the light. So I think you have this vibe. You isolate yourself because you feel like you are not good enough. Maybe you have try to be a good person, but you are not appreciated, and so you have to, and I think you do need to walk away from these people. And I believe that as you learn to love yourself, the universe will send you someone, a soulmate, who will help you find the way to love and light, just like the young man in the comic book, and to find this world of light within you, the potential that can heal the world. So if you always feel like you are the odd one out, or you feel like you have tried your best but it's still not enough, go and heal yourself, and the universe will heal you and give back to you what you have given to others. So I just want to clarify this. let's clarify this with the tarot. Oh yeah, I haven't read the description for compassion, so maybe let's read this one first. And I feel like I want to use a different tarot deck. Hang on. Compassion. It's time to soften your heart a little and offer a sympathetic ear to those close to you who are in need of your love and support at this time. Often emotional hurts cause the heart chakra to close. Exactly. You have been giving out love, but you receive hate or you receive ignorance, and now you just want to close off your heart. So this is a little bit similar to pile number 1, but let's see. Preventing any feelings of tenderness toward other. It's time to break down your defenses and remember that a trouble shared is a trouble halved. So you are meant to not just protect the world, but also receive love from the world. And the love is there. It's just that you need to heal first, and then the universe will help you find those community, those people who will appreciate you just as you appreciate them. Okay, try to imagine how it feels from another point of view as you start to hone your natural warm and sympathetic nature. So yeah, you are an empath and you feel deeply, which makes it doubly hard because you empathize with someone but they don't return your love, and it hurts a lot. Okay. Okay, compassion occurs when your heart expands and opens up to embrace both the emotion of others and those of your own. So go easy on yourself. Yeah, go easy on yourself. So I think you are being asked to give love to yourself, not necessarily closing off yourself, but to start establishing healthy boundaries. Yeah, these are the boundaries. Establishing healthy boundaries with others. So if previously you are this actress whose job, maybe you used to be a people pleaser. It's like you feel like you are not good enough, that you are someone odd, so you have to try harder to be accepted by everyone else. But it's wrong, and the universe wants to correct that, and so they want you to show more love to yourself, to learn to establish boundary, learn to say no. I hear learn to say no to like, you are empath and you are intuitive, so as you learn to love yourself and value your time and your energy more, you will learn to distinguish between people who want to drain your energy, people who are negative and want to it's like they want to take your energy for they want to leech on, not leech, but they want to suck your energy, and with bad intention. You will learn to say no to those people and say yes to people who truly appreciate you. So I think this is not an isolation, but rather learning to establish boundaries for yourself. But I guess in order for you to achieve that, because you are empathetic and you always want to make people happy, I think the universe is now kind of directing you to like live apart from the people that you previously lived with. So maybe you will be kind of directed, or it's like your life will take a detour so that you can be with yourself and learn to value yourself. Okay, so you are on a journey to learn self-love. So if you find yourself not in the place that you like right now, like maybe you are kind of separated by divine intervention, you may be separated by the people and your family and friends and co-workers, whatever. Maybe you lose your job, or maybe you have to move away from home, but this is intentional. divine intervention so that you can learn to appreciate your time and yourself, and you will be able to learn how good it is to be alone, to not be disturbed, to not have your boundaries crossed. So this is what the universe is teaching you, to learn to live by yourself, learn to love yourself, and you will not be here forever. It's like when you have learned all that, there will be opportunities for you to go back out to the world and to love, to spread love and light, but without sacrificing yourself, without being a martyr. Okay, right? So I want to use a different deck. So let's find out. Okay, angels, God, universe, and spirit guides of my number 3s, for those who choose number 3, for my number 3s. Where they will feel most at home. Yeah, and if you see this card turns, this woman turned their back on the compassion, and this compassion, I think it's not you but the universe, and the universe wants to say, I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to get you out of that toxic environment, that I'm trying to get you out of those people who have been sucking on your energy. So accept the universe divine intervention. Connect with your spirit guide so that you will know that all this happened for you, not to you. Okay, so spirit guide, please clarify the quiet one, please. Ooh. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you have been surrounded by family all this time, but you are not feeling good because there is no boundaries. So that's how I see this. Maybe you have grandfathers, grandparents, or parents who kind of expect you to live up to the family legacy, even though you don't want to, even though you feel like I'm destined for something else, and it's like it's clawing on you, and you feel like you have disappointed your family. So this is why you kind of maybe separate yourself, or maybe the universe actually bring the tower down, giving you a tower moment so that you will be separated from your family because of this very reason, so that you can find your own home, your own place in this world. Okay, yeah, see that Seven of Swords. I guess members of your family sometimes, even though maybe they don't mean it, but because of the maybe generational trauma or habit, they can say things that are hurtful even though they don't mean to hurt you, but yeah, still those words have hurt you, and so you need to separate yourself away from them. I think currently you are taking a break from them, but it's like your heart is still, the guilt is still clawing at you. You want to go back to them. Yeah, it's like you become a joker. Yeah, you feel trapped, and you feel like you have to entertain other people. Oh my God, look at that. Look at the similarities, and look at the five of cups. Five of Cups is the card of letting go of something that that has expired, a relationship that no longer works. And sometimes we can get too caught up in this failed relationship, but it is necessary because you still have two cups. One cup for you and one cup for your partner, the person who will work together with you to spread love and light. And you see the lighthouse here. You need to say goodbye to your family, but it is necessary so that you can return home to your true home, to where you are supposed to be. Okay, you are meant to spread light into the world. So this is the end of a cycle for you. Yeah, look at that, justice, equal give and take. Okay, so spirit guides, universe, please clarify compassion. Okay, not actually clarify compassion, but tell pile number 3 please, on how they can find their true home, please. How they can find their real home, how they can move away from this cycle. Oh yeah, you still need a lot to heal. You need to erase this feeling of guilt. You need to release this unhealthy attachment to your family, because you are meant to leave them for something better. And I think you still feel like you disappoint them, you let them down, so you never feel at peace. And it's like the universe wants to keep you in that place until you can see this from a different perspective. So if you see the hangman here, if you see that from the different perspective, this 10 of Pentacles is reversed, and this 9 of Swords is reversed, meaning cutting ties with the environment that no longer serve you. Like maybe once you are happy with your family, but now your soul, your heart is calling you somewhere else. And until you realize that, and until you accept that and follow the guidance of God, of the universe, to leave your family, leave the place where you have stayed for most of your life, to fulfill your heart and your life purpose, like this situation is going to persist. So the universe is trying to make you see, trying to give you some tough love, but they also want you to take care of yourself, to love yourself, to rest until you are ready to go back to the ocean, but to a different direction. Okay, yeah, the High Priestess, divine intervention. So what happens after the Hangman Spirit? Where how pile number 3, where they will find their home, please, and how they can get there. Where they will find their home and how they can get there, please. Where they can find their home. Yeah, see that? You are meant to build a family with somebody, and to maybe build a legacy, a different legacy together. This one also almost want to, oh sorry, this card, sorry, it's the Star. This card also almost, it's like it's peeking out, but it's not jumping. But yeah, your wish come true. I don't think you even realize you have a wish of your own, because you are so connected to your family that there is no healthy boundaries between you and them. So you lose your sense of identity. So how can we, oh yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So when will pile number 3 meet this person, how they can you please let us know their journey towards their destination, towards their real home, please? Oh, 5 of Swords, but it fell in reverse. I think this is 5 of Swords is, yeah, it's like what I said about your family and your environment hurting you unintentionally, and maybe now you kind of you feel afraid, you feel guilty for breaking away from your family, but it's like I lost my train of thought, but yeah, you still feel guilty, and You feel like it's not their fault, but I think with this coming in reverse means that I think this card talks about forgiveness. So forgiving yourself for having entertained your family, for having tried to win their favor. Yeah, try to win their favor and hurting yourself. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive your family as well and embark on a new journey. What's at the back of the deck? We have the King of Cups. Pile number 1 also got this, so maybe you want to check pile number 1. So maybe this is the person that is going to come into your life, and they are very intuitive, they are emotionally mature, and they are just the right person you need to heal, to help you heal. Oh, Ace of Cups, new love. Yeah, this person is coming towards you, and I think this is a water sign. So Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, but you still bear the hurtful words said by your family about you. You still feel defensive, but then you will be free. Okay, so clarify some more, Spirit, how pile number 3 is going to find their true home by making a choice. And I think you will have 2 suitors, I don't know, but making a choice, making the difficult choice of walking away from being people pleaser. Maybe you don't necessarily have to leave your family physically, but it's like when you return to them, you will come out a different person, and it's like you forgive them, but you also protect your boundaries. You stand your ground. You don't want to be a mat anymore. Yes, strength. Releasing yourself from family trauma, from the belief system that your family has been feeding on you, and yeah, unleash your true potential. I think this is more like distancing yourself from your family, if possible physically, but more importantly psychologically and emotionally, becoming your own person, making your own choices. Okay, any last advice for how pile number 3 can they just repeat the message. 5 of Cups. Yeah, you need to walk away from family norms, family beliefs that no longer serve you. And I don't know, this just came into mind, but I read fan fiction not so long ago, and the story is a coming of age story, and the main character, he is gay, and he wants to be, he falls in love with his best friend who is also gay, and it's clear that they are meant to be together, they love each other, but this main character needs to meet the expectation of his family, who is homophobic, and they expect him to continue the family business. And for a long time he struggles, he keeps his pain to himself. Oh, okay, yeah, you are supposed to share your pain. That's what the guidebook says. Sharing half the burden with the people who truly care for you, and that will help you get out of this vicious cycle. So this main character has good friends, and his good friends give him advice, and over time he realized that he should be his own person, and if his parents cannot accept him for who he is, then they don't truly love him. So finally he breaks free. He come out to his parent, and his parent tell him to get out of the house, to never come back, and he does. And he finally reunites with his best friend, and who he loves, and they finally got married. So yeah, that's the whole arc of this story. Wow. So wow, pile number 3, your story arc is going to be triumphant, victorious, courageous. So let's reveal this last card, which will give you advice as to how you can manifest this place you can call home. Okay, shared inspiration number 20, and we have 2 dolphins and a little dolphin. See that? So I think this is about relationship. Maybe your parents disagree with you on your choice in love, and you need to stand your ground and say, this is my life. Yeah, you need to choose between your family and your soulmate. So maybe your soulmate doesn't meet the criteria of your family, but you know that this is your soulmate. You are meant to be together, to share inspiration, your inspiration to the whole world. And you have to let go of your family, no matter how hard it is, because your destiny is with your person, your twin flame or your soulmate. I don't know, but yes. Shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraint. Yeah, constraint and rules. Time constraint and rules. And really be aware of what fulfills your heart. Yes. Yes, pile number 3. This is about, I don't believe I didn't see it until now, but this is about your soulmate story. This is about coming out to your family and telling your family, no, I'm not going to walk the same path as you, because I have my own path and I am going to honor that path. And until you are courageous enough to do that, you will never feel at home. So it's very hard, but you have to do it. And I just realized that the 5 of Swords is normally about, when it's upright, it's normally about bowing down, choosing your battle. But this time you have to, maybe you have been battling your family for nothing. It's like you talk back to them, but you never really separate yourself from them, never really take your stance against them. But now you are being told to choose. And yes, happiness awaits. Happiness and everything you ever dream of awaits if you take this last final step. And I think this soulmate of yours is the person who has been teaching you to love yourself, but maybe you haven't listened, and now you realize that they are right, that you have the right to decide your own destiny, your own life. Okay, wow, pile number 3. So just one last final message before we go. What is going to happen to pile number 3, Spirit, if they heed this advice? Pile number 3. Sunset time here turns to release and unfurl all cords of pain. Fade as the sunlight burns. All cords of pain. So you break away from what your family tells you you should become and create your own destiny. Okay, and we have this rickety door over here. So yeah, you are going to live a new life with your partner, your soulmate. The sacred lotus, compassion in action. We have compassion twice. The chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So I guess your family will finally see your value, will finally see what they have let go, and they will finally see how valuable you are. And I think they will come around. So don't be afraid to make a choice. as hard as it seems, but this is the path for you to find your true home, your true place in this world. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonates, and I hope you love this reading. If yes, click like, subscribe to my channel, and check out the description box below if you want to book a personal reading. I also link books and musics related to this reading down below. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.